Okay, and so here we go. I'm back in the garage because this is the better place for me to be spraying things. I'm kind of set up a lot better in here. Like, for example, I've got a dehydrator. This is Florida in the summer and the rainy season, so humidity is really high. I just turn that on for about 20 minutes and it takes all the moisture out of the air, and I can paint provided I have the door closed. And we're ready to do this. I got it all glued and dried, and I washed it this morning in dish soap to get all the oils off of there, and we're going to paint it bare in the hopes that we can salvage some of those details there. All these little details, all these little rivets, I hope they make it through, and only time will tell. So I brought my older camera out. That's why the video quality isn't as high as it normally is, but just because around paint I'm just a little nervous. I hope that all those little seam lines make it through this paint process. It'll be about 3 coats, a couple of mist coats, and then 1 coat. I can't put a lot of coats on if I'm trying to save the details. So let's see how it happens. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the first coat is on. Let me just show you. There you go. See, that's all you want to do. I know it kind of looks like orange peel, but it's not. That's a mist. That is just a mist coat. And so, if anything's going to react, you want it to react on the mist coat, because sometimes the paint, solvents in the paint can overcome whatever it is that starts to craze it. And letting this first mist coat kind of gas out for about 15 minutes really helps out the final coats, but nothing happened. This particular paint, I'm using that appliance epoxy that I have in the other video, and this paint is really, really good. Even on the mist coat, it laid down really super nice. Let me get a look at this. Yeah, I know it kind of looks like crazy orange peel or crazed paint, but no, that's just a really nice mist coat. Really worked out well. Sorry about the noise. I have the dehumidifier on, and this kind of cleans the air out too, because as it's sucking it in, of course the coil is wet, so any paint fumes or paint dust or anything like that is going on the coil and out the drain. So I'll put on the other, kind of the second mist coat, just a little bit heavier, and then another 10 minutes after that I'll put on the real coat. So, be right back. Okay, it's really starting to look good. That's the second coat, a little heavier than mist coat, and already I can't see that support through there anymore. So this, like I was saying, it is helping with the opaqueness of the super clear or kind of see-through plastic. And I don't know if I can even get to an angle. You can see still a little bit of orange peel, or mist peel, or something, what you want to call it. But that's all about to go away, because I'm going to put on the final coat here, and that should take care of everything, and it should look awesome. And that's a little thicker on there, but the real coat is about to go on, and then we'll see what happens. So, be right back. Okay, and so that's the final coat. Boy, I am really liking this paint. Look at the reflection. It's just awesome paint. I wish I could be filming out here with my good camera, but I just don't want to risk it. So that's just, I'm happiest with this paint more than anything. As you can see here, all the details are still there. And I know people are saying there's bumps, but once this thing cures, I mean, look at that. Let me see here, if I can get out of the way. There. It's just a nice, shiny, reflective appearance there. Maybe from this angle. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and so I'll try to get up close to show that the details are still there, but it doesn't want to do it. Maybe over here. There you go. There we go. All the details are there, all the lines, all the rivets, and I just painted this, so this is still very wet. So when it cures, it's going to even suck in even tighter on all those, and we'll have absolutely zero loss of features. And that makes me happy. And then on the tailgate here, take a look there. Yep, all the details are still there. I'm just beside myself. I'm a paint kind of guy, and this is the best paint I've encountered in a can. I mean, other than the automotive, store-bought. I had used that Nazon paint. I had it custom mixed and put into a can for me, but in an automotive paint store. And that was this good, but you know, it was $10 a can. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my shed / dehydrator and come back in about a day and show how it looks when it's cured. Okay, so be right back. Okay, and so it has been in here curing for about a day, and it will just cure more and more and get harder and harder as it goes, but I wanted to show the kind of final result on the paint, which is as good as you can get. Here's where you can see all the little rivets are still there, and you didn't lose any detail, and the finish is good enough. Of course, you really can't polish on something like this because you'll polish the paint off of the rivets and the lines, or you'll polish the rivets right off. So what you got is what you got. And here on this one, the main body of it, boy, this really looks good. And the lines are still there. Hopefully you can see that. And on the side, all still there. And so I'm pretty happy with that. And so yeah, let me pick it up here and put it onto the let's see. Well, I really hope it's safe to the touch at this point. Let's see, it's probably stuck. Oh, there it comes. Alrighty, so we're gonna put it on the chassis here. There we go. Okay, so there's a sort of a look at what it's going to look like. Let me get a photo here. I think I did, yeah, for the preview picture, because that is a good picture right there. But around to the front, the detail on the front is still there as well, although there's not much. I hope you can see that, because I can't. Anyway, something that I did notice, remember I was saying I put a glue spot every ½ inch or so? Yeah, well, there they are. Kind of blew it on that. Something to keep in mind is the way this goes together. There's basically just a little lip there, and it sits on there, so if you're putting dots of glue, they might squeeze through and be seen. So maybe there's a better way of doing that. I plan to get a couple more of these. Let's see if I can go around to this side. Same thing. Maybe I can zoom. Yeah, I got those little glue dots. And what can you do? But around to the back here. Yeah, so there's a look at what it'll be look like inside. Of course, without the tailgate on right now. But it's really, really big. I mean, you can really jam a large car or a short dragster in there. plenty of size here. Anyway, that's what I got there. Of course, the updates coming up are going to be the masking off, papering off of the whole body, but masking around the wheel wells so that I can get a nice smooth coat of a spray on the fender there. And I haven't decided if I'm going to be going with black or silver. Of course, everything else is black, so black would make sense. Yet somehow I still want to go with silver. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I kind of let the model build itself, and I can change my mind as the model changes its mind. So that will do it for this update. Just painting, and stay tuned for more because this one's going together quick. Anyway, thanks for watching.